I'm Timothy Lowe. Welcome along to what should be a very interesting final day here at Kingsdale Golf Club. Kim Min Sun 7 took a 4-shot lead into the final round, and that advantage continues to remain 4 clear of Im Jin Young. Bang Shin Sil had a golden opportunity a couple of minutes ago to join Jin Young at 6 under par, but that 9th green has been her nemesis. You can see there only 12 players at even par or better. It has been brutally challenging here in the 5th event of the 2025 season. 1 billion Korean won prize pool up for grabs this week. See if Kim Min Sun 7 can hang on and claim a first official victory as a professional on the KLPGA Tour. So out to the back 9 we go. It's a sprint to the finish now, but Kim Min Sun 7 with a very comfortable lead. 4 clear of this lady, Im Jin Young. Well, she did produce the low round of the championship yesterday. 7 under par, 65. Sorry, cameraman, having a little bit of a nightmare there on the 10th, but I can tell you that is the ball of Im Jin Young, just in that left-hand rough. And it looks like the most pleasant of the 4 days that we've had at Kingsdale this week. There is still breeze out there, not too bothersome, and a little bit of overcast, keeping the temperatures nice and cool. Bang Shin Sil, last week's winner, really raced to the finish line at Gimhae Gaya 7 days ago, birdieing 4 of her final 5 holes to emerge triumphant in what was a topsy-turvy final day at the Nexen St. Nine Masters. She's going to need a fast finish and a little bit of help from Kim Min Sun 7, who has looked rather unflappable through the first 63 holes of this championship. 2 under for her round. Again, when you're carrying a 4-shot lead into Sunday and you're under par for your day, you just make it that much harder for the chasers. She's kept her foot on the gas pedal, 9 holes away from what would be a first professional victory for Kim. Of course, has won a KLPGA Tour event before, but that was as an amateur, the Remix Championship back in 2022. Didn't get to keep the prize money, doesn't count as an official victory. Which I find a little bit bizarre in South Korea. I mean, you've hoisted a trophy at the end of a championship, surely it should count, but regardless, it's the driver's seat for Min Sun 7. That is well down at 10th fairway. Continues to stay in complete control of this inaugural Dukshin EPC Championship. 180 million won to the champion, and the title sponsor, Dukshin EPC, have said they're going to top up an additional 180 million won for their inaugural champion. It's not going to count towards the official money list on the KLPGA Tour, but certainly a nice payday. 360 million won, not bad for 4 days' work. Down on the green, Jung Yun Ji. In 2.5 years since her last triumph on tour, her only win on tour, that came in a 5-way playoff at the E1 Charity Ladies Open. Sort of ho-hum Saturday round from Yunji, level past 72, but she's picked up a couple of birdies today to be at 4 under par. Kyung Kyung. That's the control there. 8 players in red figures at this stage of the championship. Not one of them. Now back to 10 green. Birdie putt for Yunju. Surprise winner of the KLPGA Financial Group Star Championship last year. The penultimate major of the season. That came at arguably the hardest test of the year. Blackstone Golf Club in Incheon. She can certainly hang on these brutal golf courses. Back live to Hyun Kyung at the 11th, trying to get herself to 1 under par. I've seen that a lot this week. Players just have struggled to read these greens in Kingsdale. Big humps and slopes in them. It's the subtle breaks around some of these hole locations that have really bamboozled some of the best here in South Korea. Down to what looks like the 12th and Jin Young 2. Yet to miss a cut on the KLPGA Tour this season. And that birdie is going to do her confidence a world of good. Look at that, 5 under for the day. She has really turned on the style around the turn. Moves up into a share of 4th. Jung So-yi back at 11. Putt from underneath the hole, should move a little right. It moves her to 1 over par. Birdie of the afternoon for Jung. Now Lee Chae-yun 2. We had it going Friday afternoon. There's been a little ice cold since, and well, she's going to roll one in for birdie at the par 4 as well. So back to where she began the final round at 1 over par. Jin Young. His chest saved down a touch. That left rough, but the whole location on that right side of the green is not the worst. The only thing she's got to protect against is a bit of a flyer lie. Missed the cut a couple of weeks ago at the M Financial Group Championship, but other than that, she's cashed a check. Another 3 events of the season. started on the fly, but that's the difference coming from that rough. No spin on that ball through the back, and she's going to have green to work with, but it's fairly undulating from where she is through the back of the green. Baoshin Sil just 3-wood off the tee. That has got a pretty severe downslope to navigate here. This is going to come in low. Needs a soft first bounce. Didn't get it. Pretty hard to catch if you've got the shortest of the 3 approaches in the final group and you're the only one coming out of the fairway. Kim Min Sun 7. It's another opportunity to just put the squeeze on her closest pursuers. Slightly below her feet. It's a nice clean line. Rescue that from the championship leader, but having said that, the line's okay. It's a much simpler up and down than one that ENG Jin-young has. Research on her. She's never finished inside the top 10 KLPGA Tour. Take that in for a while. She's had 3 seasons out here, a couple of seasons on the Dream Tour, one on the Jump Tour. She's only had 4 top 10s and those are on the secondary circuits here in South Korea. So this is uncharted territory on a Sunday for Hong. Left rough on 11. Should be able to get this on the green in 2. Jung Yoon-ji. Only 186 meters to go, but this one out right. Can't get it to kick off that slope. And that's going to be a pretty speedy pitch shot. Over there, so we can't see the situation that Kim Min Sun 7 is in. See if the drone can get over in time. That angle sort of gives you an idea of the shot that she faces on an upslope, which is positive. Looks like she's in the cut of fringe, which is also good. At the back of the green is really fine. Jin-young. I think she can flop this to the far side of that slope. She's got to trundle it over. Played that well. Should start to pick up a bit of speed. Played it too well. Still not bad from back there. To 11, and Yoo Hyun-ju second, a few yards closer than Jung Yoon-ji, but still coming up the hill to this green. Carry that all the way to the middle, but it's just going to release onto the back level. It's going to be an eagle putt. It's going to be a pretty long one for Yu Hyun-ju. Tied for third last week at the next Sunset 9 Masters. Just needs to pop and run here. Overcomplicate this one for Kim and Sun 7. There's the pop, there's the run. There's a birdie! Oh. Give her the trophy right now. She has earned it. My goodness. That's almost cruel. You just give your playing partners a little hope. You miss the green with a wedge and you go out and you do that. No wonder she's smiling. Well worth another look. So it was a much easier up and down than Im Jin Young's. It's going in dead weight as well. Never looked like missing. The task is that much harder for Bang Shin-sil and Jin Young. Shin-sil with a birdie putt, but just from this segment of the green, not one she can attack. Really just to get it to tumble over that hill, and then the slope should do the rest of the work. Pretty nice effort. Good pace from Bang Shin-sil. Speedy. Looks like it wants to move right early, then straighten up as it gets to the hole. Yeah, beautifully holed. Good up and down there for him. So 6 top 10s in the last 2 seasons on the KLPGA Tour, but this would certainly be her best finish. She hangs on to solo second, up to 11, and Jung Hyun-ji. Watch how quick this one is. Got a little check, but it's still going to tumble along. Pretty good. Back to Bang. Okay, slides that in the left edge, remains 5 under par. And Sun 7 with that chip in is just sailing off into the sunset, isn't she? Trying to break down this part for Yu Hyun-ju. Back left segment of the green. See, she's going to have to negotiate that big hump. If this isn't hit with enough pace, it's just going to fall off right early, never make it across that second crest. She hits it too hard, and she could putt this off the front edge of the green. And there must be some 8-9 feet of left to right in this. And the last third of this putt's going to be all downhill. Get this one within 8 feet, I'll be pretty pleased.
Whoa.
Steady, steady, steady. It's It's gone. There it is. Just off the front of the green. I don't want to be pedantic here, but I think that doesn't count as a green in regulation. She's hit her third shot, and it's not on the green, even though she was on in two. But again, that just shows you the severity of some of the slopes here at Kingsdale. Back up on the tee, Kim Min Sun 7. Tee's moved up for today's final round. She's birdied this hole every single day this week. And you feel that trend is unlikely to change after a well-placed tee shot. Get some lovely aerial views of this hilly golf course from that drone camera. Lines just right edge of that second left-hand bunker. That left rough trying to cut it back. She slid it enough. Not quite, just into that first cut. Remember, this was one of those holes where she squandered her power advantage yesterday. He had a 4-iron in for a second after a brilliant tee shot. Didn't make 4. From this up tee, she's got to start this a lot further right than Jin Young's. She did start it right, but it's turning over a touch. Needs a soft bounce. It's a pretty hard kick and stays out of the fairway bunker. Could leave her in an awkward stance. It could limit her options to try and get to this green in two. We'll have to see. Shin Sil makes it down to that trap. And it has been smooth sailing thus far. If you're a fan of Kim Min Sun 7, an overnight lead has been stretched to 5. Down on the green. Fourth shot for Yoo Hyun Joo after putting it off the front edge. Down to 30. Putt its way. Up a little short. That is a nervy stroke there. Oh. Jung G to pop in a birdie and try and bung Shin Sil in a share of third. Straight putt here, doesn't need to give the hole away. Hey. Tidy stuff from Jung Eun-ji. Third birdie of the afternoon. These putts make or break around confidence-wise. Tentative stroke from Hong. Mistakes with that first putt, just not being pacey enough. So she's going to take a step back. Kim Min Sun, who is surging ahead, the lead now swells to 5 after that birdie on the 10th. the double greens on the 11th in play this week. Leaving that's a little too far right, perhaps. Goodness, that took a mighty hard kick left, but actually it's worked out pretty well because she's got a much straighter uphill pitch now. So a bad break turned into a good break, perhaps.
클레어했습니다.
It's a glorious shot to the heart of the green from the right left yesterday. Much simpler task on Sunday. It's all in the leader. Beautiful, absolutely stunning shot. I'm not going to hold on that front segment, but that's okay. It's a slightly easier putt than the one that faced Yu Hyun Ju earlier on. Bang Shin-sil looks like she's got a bit of a break here. She's getting relief from some newly implemented sod. You can see her ball lying on that. So even though it's not marked as ground under repair, it is ground under repair. Just conferred with the rules official who has given her that free drop. Ball in play now. Advantage. This will be the second.
네가 5번이 자신이 없으면 그렇게 앞핀이라. 근데 그렇게 안 짧을 것 같아.
이거 다 칠게.
쭉 보고 그냥 너무 좋은 볼트 아니야. 자신 있게 샷 쳐. 살짝 슬라이스 봐라.
This line, just got the feeling that you need to protect against the big hook. Ball above her feet. So look out towards right edge of the green. Beautiful line. It's going to skip up. It is. What a shot for Bang Shin-sil. It's going to stay on the front segment and get better and better as it works off the slope. Has reached the 13th with the pin on the left-hand side of the screen today. Just comes out the club short, unfortunately. Financial Group Championship, Kim Min-ju putting together a stonking final round. Second into the closing hole. Is it going to skirt the edge of the bunker? All right. Takes that one up and down. She'll post 4 under par in the clubhouse. What a fine week for Kim Min-ju, who's practically lived in the top 10 on the KLPGA Tour since the start of the domestic season. It's actually a pitch shot that you can think about holding. It's a perfect
잠시만 이동 좀
on the
멈춰주세요.
upslope. Fairly flat once she gets to it. Maybe he just wants to move a little right as it meanders its way to this front pin. But she can be aggressive with this one. Too aggressive. Not bad. She gave that a chance. Working that one for a 4. Now down to the 14th. Second shot of Hun Jin Young. Looking to bounce back after that 3-putt at the par 3. She's got wedge from 92. Okay, pretty good. These greens have been fairly firm all week. The perils, if this putt's carrying too much pace, it could easily roll off the front. I think that's going to be an issue. Kim in San 7, whose pace putting has been pretty locked in through the last couple of days here at Kingsdale. Get a good break on this hole yesterday. Her eagle putt on Saturday was absolutely motoring. What the flags did dead in the middle and just sort of spat out 1.5 feet away.
실례했습니다. 이동 멈춰주세요.
This putt to be going with any sort
이동
of
멈춰주세요.
enthusiasm it approaches the hole. Downhill pretty much all throughout the second half. Left to right as well. Not that high enough. It's pretty good. Excellent from Kim in San 7. This is beyond catch me you can right now. It's how much would you like me to win by? She's been golfing, at least on the weekend. I can't see her giving this one away. It would take a collapse of monumental proportions. These ladies, they're going to keep fighting. They want to be there to pick up the scraps if that does happen. Jung Yoon-ji from the upper fairway at 12, really sawed off follow through. Played that beautifully. She was in a bit of an old divot there because that was a curious swing, shaking it off. Now Hyun Kyo from the front edge of 13, pretty simple little chip shot for par. Pair of hands on her. 7 times on tour without a tidy short game. For eagle. Just to give Kim in San 7 something to think about. Oh, from out there. She's misread some putts very badly this week. And that putt was always going to move a little right early. She started that a ball outside right lip. Into the 12th. Pretty much identical yardage to Jung Yoon-ji. And a pretty similar golf shot. Pair of birdie looks for Jung. In your mind, this is to stay 5 behind Kim Min San 7. I'd assume that she's going to roll that one in. This is for birdie for Im Jin Young. It's really to not lose any ground. This time. Had to be aggressive with the chip shot. Don't find any fault in that. That's what Kim Min San 7 has done to the chasers. She's forcing them to try to be a little bit more aggressive, try to create chances. This is playing right into her hands. As we go back to 14 and Hong to get back to 4 under par. Much more positive effort there for Hong Jin Young. She gave that one a chance. To 12, and Jong Yun Ji with this left to right birdie attempt. Back-to-back birdies, moving to a share of second. Had the line, doesn't have the pace. Should be a pretty elementary clean-up for her birdie. Okay, set it up, no mistakes. Bang Shin-sil up into a tie with Im Jin-young at 6 under par. At the moment, that's 5 back. It's about to be 6 back because the tournament leader with only a little tiddler for her birdie. Well, she has led the field in birdies made this week. She leads them all by 6 shots. Only 7 holes remaining. Yu for birdie on 12. Slightly straighter putt break-wise than Jong Yun Ji's. Can't get it to drop either. Up to the last and the third of Kim Min-joo. It's going to take a boatload of confidence into the KLPGA Championship next week at Lakewood. She contests her first major and a second win of the year. Done well. Stretch Saturday last week, which could have easily come into this week and back-to-back victories on tour. Oh no, quick stroke there for Im Jin-young. No, this just got sloppy. Jin-young. Aggressiveness with the pitch shot for eagle. A 3-putt from 8 feet away, less. It's going to sting. So a little flip-flop between 2 and 3 on the leaderboard. Bang Shin-sil now emerges as Kim Min-sun 7's closest pursuer, but it's Kim who leads by a whopping 7 holes to go in the inaugural DUKSHINEPC Championship. Yunji got 9 iron and 13. I wonder if the hole's playing downwind slightly. So 6 irons yesterday. At the slope, which stays there. It's okay. Jung Mi Been a bit of a ho-hum day for her. Nothing really happening for the former KGE Daily Ladies Open champion, but still 1 under par for the tournament. Beautiful tee shot there, took it straight at the target. Last September came as a surprise to many, but she really has started to find her footing since that victory. A lot of expectation on her shoulders now, being a major champion in South Korea. She's embraced it. To walk and play like she believes she belongs, and she clearly does, to produce shots like that. To close out another great week. Come back from all the way out there. Closing out at 66 for Kim Min-joo, 10 shots better than that opening 4-over effort. Sure, we get 3 under. Most certainly another top 10 in the way of Kim, but it's Kim Min-sun who leads by 6 shots, closing in on a first professional victory. putt looks like it's downhill, but we did see leave it well short. This one looks like it's got a bit better pace from Jung Yoon Ji. Yeah, very good pace, in fact. Just got that fairway trap on 12. Not a hang time on that ball coming down to the green, and that is well short. Easier side of the hole on 13. She's the right edge. Line, but you can choose to play this one a little lower for Kim Min Sun 7. Just scooped it on the green. Don't want to be pitching this on and putting yourself in 3-putt country. Just a little chop and run. Steady. Okay, the green, so just past middle section of the green. Not too bad. Got a bit of a jumper now. Shin sill. Looking lie. Protect against the flyer here. Towards the front edge yardage. We're going to try and pitch this 95. This one coming in a lot higher than Kim's. Oof, unlucky. Takes a bit of a mean kick on that front fringe. She hit it the 13th, just brushing this one in for her par. Or not. It's an excusable miss there for Jung Yoon Ji. Walks off with a bogey 4. Looks like Kim Jae-hee. It's Ko Ji-yu coming up to the 18th. Third shot for the High One Resorts Ladies Open champion. Delighting the gallery there. Different stuff. Around the hole. Players starting off the season really strongly. Ko Ji-yu. So, finicky one. In Jin Young now. I think there's just enough room where if she really gets this ball vertical, she can land this on the green. If not, it's just scooch it off the back of the stars, try and just chase it on. Quite have the elevation required to stop that one. So another fast putt remaining for par. Wasting little time here, Bang Shin Sil. Always good to see one of the quicker players on tour. quickly at that one in. Just 6 under.
나이스 파! 정규기! 화이팅!
Would love to end her week in red figures. This is a birdie putt on the last. Oh, well done. Beautiful way to end the day for GoGU. That's a closing round of 68. What a back nine there. Free 32 coming home. Finishes up inside the top 10 at 1 under. Plenty to smile about there for GoGU.
바로 쳐도 될것 같아. 왼쪽으로 넓잖아요. 내려갈 때 대각으로 내려갈 때는 그냥 받쳐주는 느낌밖에 없는 거거든. 바로나 왼쪽을 좀 쳐. 여긴 역결이니까 내려가는 거
Much like
중간부터밖에
on
없는
previous
거거든.
greens, just about getting the speed right here. No need to try to do anything heroic. That 6-shot lead. Snuggle it down there, take your 2 putts and just run down the holes. Finger click of please slow down. Yeah, that was a little spicy coming off the bat. To the downhill 14th and Park Hyun Kyung. Her second doesn't make it up to that second level, and that's a big mistake. Don't want to be giving up too much ground. Easy doors on this back nine. You know what happens when you pass some of these hole locations at Kingsdale. You have very slippery putts. It's just a little wide, so errant tee shot. It's going to cost her a bogey here at the 12th. First look of the day at the neon pink skirt of Dong-eun. 2 over for the tournament. Maybe a chance to finish in style at the par 5 18th. First bounce in the fringe just killed a little momentum, but still pretty good. It's going to be an eagle putt.
뒤에 이동 멈춰주세요. 살짝 역결이니까 오르막 가야 보긴 해야 돼.
Okay. Pretty good combination when you're leading the field in birdies made and bogey avoidance. No wonder she's up by 6. This is to keep that spread at half a dozen. Par putt for the tournament leader. this time. Sloppy little bogey. Kim in sun 7, maybe just cracks the door a little, lets in a little light for Bang Shin Sil. Giving this one plenty of attention. Understandably so. Pressure of Championship Sunday. More than right half of the cup here for her bogey. Kang Ji-sun, rough day for her. A chance to claw one back. Birdie putt at 14. Turn a little. Yes, well done. Back inside the top 20 there. That birdie. Six holes to play. Trailing by 5. Bang Shin Sil. This is when she started to turn on the afterburners a week ago at Kim Hae Gaya. She'll have the honour and the opportunity to maybe just give Kim Min Sun 7 something to think about. Boy, she'd love to flag this right now. Just put a little extra pressure on Kim. Body raced ahead of that one, left the club behind, left the face open. That's not what she needed to see. Down to the 14th and John Mee. Got to get it onto the upper tier of the green. Beautifully controlled. A good bit of spin on that coming from the right rough as well. It's not quite as luscious as it would be in a couple of months' time. Still springtime here in South Korea, so a bit of dormant grass at the golf course. Not in any great hurry, Kim Min Sun 7. Go through the full process here. Take anything 15-20 feet right of the flag pin high. Don't be too aggressive and pull it into that left trap. Start to have some issues and doubts creep into your mind. Just a good solid swing here, anywhere right at the target. Do nicely. Kim. Pressure. Keen interest. Oh, what to go right of the flag? Just take it straight at it. My word. Unfazed after that little hiccup. 12. first tee shots we've seen into the 13th this Sunday afternoon. Comes from the lead at 5 clear. While the opposite end of the momentum spectrum, Jin Young flailing after back-to-back drop shots. Do you want to hit some kind of right-to-left shape into this green? She's got 6 iron. Beautiful, better than Kim Min Sun 7. That's more like it. Brilliant Jin Young.
멈춰주세요.
So, I guess it is downhill to this hole, but the pin's a little deeper than it was on Thursday's opening round. So she has to throw this a bit further on. So kind of short of wide left. Kind of like that. Not the worst pitch in the world. Putting from that range has been a little streaky, of course, in this championship. Me can't convert after that lovely wedge. Stay 1 under. Back on track, in Sun 7. But on the way at the 13th. Just hangs high. Leaderboard, front portion of 18 green. Up and over the hill. Come back from all the way out there, but cuts with her. So should finish inside of the top 10, just outside of it. That 1 over par, will touch and go. How he's trying to finish up. Now Shin Sil, vital par saving putt. 13th. Got to hit this one with conviction and pace, just outside right edge. Could be very costly. No bid for back-to-back championships. Ready this hole for the 4th straight time this week. Gust of wind there, knocking her off balance. I'd love to take a slice of that 18th hole back home with her. At the moment, it's a tie for 12, but it's a good week once more for Dong'en. Blind tee shot. Im Jin Young at 13th isn't going to yield a birdie too. Shin Sil's dropped back to 5 under with her bogey. Young will move back up alongside Shin Sil in a share of 2nd place. Stops the rot. And a very handy deuce on the 13th. Six-shot lead re-established once more for Kingdom Sun 7. Up to the 15th tee. Yu Hyun Ju. No one's won that BMW yet this week. So Young then bounce it off the flagstick on day 2. It's pretty good. Finds the right segment of this putting surface. Bottom left, that's the 14th green. Top right, all the way up that hill. That's where things tee off. Spends a long time up in the air, but you do get a lot of extra distance. So even though it's 360 meters on the scorecard, most ladies and second shots from inside of 90, 80 yards.
중앙이 센터야.
백순환술?
앞을. 필이 메인이야. 카메라 버튼 미리 좀 눌러주세요.
piece of play for Kim Min Sun 7. Driver. She has driven the ball beautifully this week. Sounded like it hit dry land. Is it? Worried about it all.
벙커 보고 치면 약간 바람 타고 신바람을 네가 생각하지 않고 그냥 벙커 쪽으로 치면 약간 바람 타고.
So it's 3-wood. Week long. Yet to record a birdie on this short par 4. Watching what happens a little left. We're just in the fairway. At 16, and Hong Jin Yong for a birdie from the back edge of the green. It's got to go a little left there. Bang! Wonderful birdie for Hong Jin Yong. He's having a week to remember. Never recorded a top 10 in a KLPGA Tour career, and here she is running 4th in the inaugural DUKSHINEPC Championship, where Kim Min Sun 7 continues to remain in firm control of this 5th event of the season. The 15th as the breeze starts to pick up, and it's not going to stretch. Thailand Jaravi Bunchan doesn't to make a cut on tour this season, but enjoying a nice week. 3 over par. Opportunity to bird in the last year. Gets a little grab on it. Take the slope. Very nice for Bunchan. So drops that one. She's going to have a top 20 finish. Taken to Lakewood next week. And Sadom Kalkanjana will be heading up to Namseol to contest the 44th GS Caltex Maekyong Open. That should be an absolutely wonderful week. And of course, next week as well at the Jack Nicklaus Golf Club, we're going to have Live Korea for the first time, where Yubin Jang will make his first start as a member of the Live Golf League on home soil. Bang Shin Sil, who's a little deep into 14, but that's no problem. She's putting from the second level of this 2-tiered green.
나는 괜찮을 것 같아. 58도 치는 거.
battle for second place well and truly on between Kim Jin-young and Bang Shin-sil. Shin-sil with 20 feet to go for birdie on 14. Can Kim Jin-young stick it inside of her? That's awfully clumsy. Front edge of the green. Turning, yes, lovely birdie for Yoo Hyun-ju. Comes up to 3 under par, first birdie since the 6th. Severe upslope with the ball above her feet, difficult to control, especially coming in with a short iron or wedge. Going to stay. You come. Speaking of Jung Yoon-ji, here she is for birdie on 15. Rolls that one in too. Oh, look out here. 3 players now deadlocked at 5 under par. Nice 2 there for Jung Yoon-ji. Still Kim Sun show on Sunday at Kingsdale. She leads by 6. going to be a slow one for Im Jin-young too. Kim Min-sun 7 will have a decent idea of the pace and line of this putt. A couple of feet closer than Im. Doesn't have to worry about this getting away from her once it gets on that back shelf. Pretty flat, doesn't tilt away. Oh, very nicely judged. Good speed on that. Down to 16 and Yoo Hyun-ju. Dropped inside. That one out well right, but that is the side to miss it on. Just about saved it with some quick releasing of the hands at the bottom of the swing. So she's okay. Sun 7 love to match the pace of Im Jin-young. The lower level of 14. She'll do better than that. Oh. Straight at the edge of the cup. A little bit racier. Extraordinary length follow through. I mean, that putter hit finished almost hip height. What's going on there now? Jung Hyun-ji's battled her way into a share of second place. She's a couple holes ahead. That 5-3 ball. Shinsil for a birdie that would put the proverbial cat amongst the pigeons. After that turn that never came. Full bar though. One chant for a closing birdie here on the 18th. A tough start to the season for Thailand's Bunchard. Solid finish here at Kingsdale would make her feel a whole lot better. Come back from out there? No. Stays a little high. Still there'll be plenty of positives to take for the graduate of Duke University. Top 25 finish. Now Kim Min-sun 7 to avoid a second 3-putt of this back 9. Center cup. I'll just settle her down a little. Wants to play. Sensible advantage. A little work in this one. Well managed. Three more chances for someone to drive away in a brand new BMW. That's 15th hole. First to go. Saw earlier this chance for that wind to push it along a little. The firmness of the greens to kick this one back to the back left pocket. If you do fly it pin high, that's what happens. Second shot to 16 for Yu Hyun-ju. Climb up the hill. You can only about see the top portion of the flagstick from here. She's only got 112 in, so this should be a wedge. Pretty nicely managed. And 7. I think this would be an 8 iron for her. Indeed it is. That's the nice little skip up. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. Inside 7 with one hand on the trophy. DUKSHINEPC Championship. Much more Sue can do. Put some good swings on it. Just try to take some confidence in the next week's KLPGA Championship, a tournament she's come close to winning before in her rookie season on tour. Well, that one hung out right. It's going to just move away from the flagstick on the wrong side of that spine.
야, 멀다 멀어. 아이고. 카트 지나갈게요.
네, 알겠습니다. 이동 멈춰주세요.
Through the green at 15 for Im Young. Sprinkler's not going to come into play with the lofted option in her hands. Off her left. Down on the start, then she just works its way back up at the end. Those putts left for Im. The three players tied at 5 under. Trying to claw herself up to 2 under after a beautiful second into 16. Will convert this time. Nice birdie there for Huang. It's been a difficult start to the season, was a difficult start to the day, but she's rallied nicely with 3 birdies since that double. Functions a very slow putt from the lower right-hand portion of this 15th green. Absolutely clobbered that one. The afterburners. Wrong fashion there, Bang. G with struggles of the other two back in 15 can put a couple of extra $1 million in her pocket if she can find the jar here. Oh, great try. Take a par with this lengthy par saving putt. Par 3. Some putting woes this week, no question about it for Bang Shin-sil. Really good work. Just coming unstuck a little on this end of 9. It's been an absolute masterclass on front running this entire weekend long. By 3 into Saturday, built that lead up to 4 after a rock solid round of golf yesterday. Has continued to keep her foot on the gas pedal in this final round. Tries to just show off here after that great tee shot. But to get her 12 under par. Right early. Legendary spike mark, usually the culprit, but I can blame with that solid 2 putt.
라인 잘 봤어 우리.
Jew. Stay up. Wiggles off low. Good comeback of a par. Nicely round, centre cut. Good stroke there. Nice up and down. 5 under par.
카트 지나갈게요.
미끄러서 다리 봐. 이러면은 줄줄 내려가. 같이 힘을 꽉 잡아.
Just 3 holes left in this Dukshin EPC Championship, the inaugural edition of this championship on the KLPGA Tour. It's been well received. Yes, the galleries haven't quite been as big as we've seen in the past at some other stops, but no doubt this event will continue to grow and grow with the support of Dukshin. Virginia wasn't happy with that off the club face, but we'll find the left side of the fairway. Yeah, sensible play for Kim Min-sun, 7th. Finish line in sight, just going with the 3-wood for position. It's a narrow landing area if you do choose to hit driver. Loads of room up the right, and the hole generally tilts a little from right to left as well, so you've got just more miss room on the starboard side. So he's had to be unusually conservative off the tee this week, just given the demanding driving nature of this golf course. So a lot more 3-woods and hybrids off the tees than drivers. So give it a good nudge out there. Just a little bit further right than her playing partners, and towards that cart path. Up on the cart path. She'll get dropped from that, of course. Hopefully it's going to be on the right hand side. That could give her a really nasty hanging line. To 17, Hwan Jung-mi. 135, it looks like some kind of 5-iron. Gets a nice friendly kick off that front slope. Watch this one gather down towards the pin. Lovely shot for Hwang. Further down the fairway, so a much flatter lie for her, but also coming in with a lot of club. Use that backboard. Yeah, beautifully done. Great shot for Jung Yoon-ji. This week she's having a tour thus far in 2025. And 2 up to the home hole with a wedge for her 3rd. golfers in Asia, or fans in Asia, I should say, more than a little bit of backspin. Great shot.
가위바위보해. 누구? 진영 먼저?
네.
2번 2cm 아니거든요. 지금 바람이네.
And despite only 3 top 10s last season, Ingenio did end the season inside the top 40 on the money list, so it was tremendously consistent, but just one of those players illustrates the depth of talent in these KLPGA Tour fields. A middle pack runner, you could call them, in Formula One. But hugely consistent. Carved out a nice couple of years on tour, but this will no doubt be the best finish ever for her, just in the last 24 months. That camera angle just shows you how much elevation the players work up to get to 16 green. Maybe not the cleanest strike, unable to get it all the way onto the putting surface. Took a bit of a mean kick and now faces a long, slow putt as we go back up to 17. And Yoo Hyun-ju just through the back of the green at the par 4. Delicate little chip. Working downhill into that front bowl. Right, the slope down from there. Look at this one. Oh my goodness! Yoo Hyun-ju! That's a happy bonus. 5th birdie of the day. Comes in unlikely fashion.
너무 많이 안 왼쪽도 그냥 저기 뒤에 끝까지 괜찮으니까.
Sun. Flag just on the corner of that left bunker. 26 meters, playing closer to 140. It's a helping breeze here. She's letting out right. It's that TV tower. Well, long. Just a little adrenaline there, but again, with that 6-shot lead, it's not going to bother her too much. Johnny just lets that one slip by the right edge. Yeah, Shinsil got her drop off the cart path and relief from that sand canister filling box. This is not fun at all. Got to look out right of the green. This one will sling hard to the left. Contact sounded pretty good. Usually easy to catch those off the toe. It's a decent shot. It's not a situation you practice all too often. Above your feet. ENG. Beautiful second into the 17th. This putt easy to wander right, and she's done exactly what her playing partner's done. Drives to the home hole. And here picks up a boatload of cash, and she's given herself an outside look. Finish line in sight for Kim Min Sun 7. That 6-shot cushion surely good enough to propel her to a first ever professional victory on the KLPGA Tour. Won't be surprised if this one comes up a little short for your championship leader. Off a downslope, well through the back of the green, trying to skip one through the fringe. That's very well done from that spot. Somewhere you drop a ball in a practice round, I can assure you. She's managed nicely. That 6-shot lead certainly helps. To hang 5 under in the clubhouse. Someone like Jaravi Bunchad's putt as well. Sticks out to the left, refuses to come back. Shin-Sil, slippery one down the slope. Got the check she was looking for on that second bounce, and it'll feed on. Nice. Much of Park Ji-young this afternoon. It's a pedestrian week for Park. Having said that, so high is the floor, the standard of golf. And the ho-hum week still results in an even par finish. 71 to close, just outside the top 10. Well done, Park Ji-young. Should be one of the favourites going into the KLPGA Championship next week. Jin-young from the lower level of the 16th, but the hole was cut for the first 2 rounds. This putt's slow and moving to the right as it makes its way up the hill. Nice touch from long distance there. Offered a harmless par 4. Sun 7. This would be a pretty good escape. Let's see where that second shot ended up. It's just been that kind of week, hasn't it, for Kim Min Sun 7. Pumps the fist. That one meant a lot. 6 clear with 2 to go. Shin-Sil. Chance to close the gap back on the 9th. Chance to close the gap on 11. Was unable to convert those. A couple of bogeys as well. Just halting the challenge. Moves that one into staying at 4 under. J and 2. The 18th. Hard enough. A bit of a shame there for Leon. We've expected better in her weekend performance. 7-3 to close things out here. Kingsdale. For Hong. Putt. Last. Right lip. Fabulous week for Hon Jin-young to save the best for last, a closing 67. Never mind having made a top 10 finish on the KLPGA Tour. That's a top 5. Huge confidence booster there for a player who has desperately needed it. To the penultimate tee, and Im Jin-young.
카메라 버튼 미리 좀 눌러주세요.
Favor the left-hand side of this fairway. Turn back and breeze slightly. Quick snatch. There's a look of concern as this one sails right. Not that far right. Yeah, she had us going there, but that's okay. Especially with that sizable lead.
카메라 소리 안 나게 해주세요.
Sill. Turn this one down, I like that. Trying to go for it now, keep it out of the draft. To Hyun Kyung on 18, just missed the slope that would have funneled her ball back down towards the hole. This is going to be a quick precipice. It's not the last couple of feet. Ball just hangs out left. Just want to keep turning. There, just keeps on straight. It's remarkable. Number of players we've seen leave putts from this side of the hole just out to the left. Closing stages of Championship Sunday here at the DUKSHINEPC Championship. Kim Min-sun 7 putting the finishing touches on what has been a masterclass of golf this weekend. She leads by 6. Well, no need to play the hero shot for Kim Min-sun 7. Ample room out left, even sort of short of the green. If she were to miss this, not disastrous with the front pin. Got 9 iron. Yeah, that's okay. Still thinking her way around the golf course pretty well. She knew right was not the play into 17. Jin Young. In the fairway, you'll get good amount of spin control on this, and you'll need it to try and hold that front bowl in the green.
괜찮을 것 같은 거죠? 9번은 근데 조금 확실히 왼쪽으로
About 8
가줘야
yards
돼.
of room long.
저까지 가도 되죠.
Work off that slope. It looks flatter than we've seen this week on this 17th fairway. This club perhaps doesn't look like a bad goal swing for Jin Young. Sill. Solid wedge from 110. Staring this one down. Oh, for good reason. Excellent shot there from Bang Shin-sil. A couple more of those if she wanted to have any sort of pressure in this afternoon. Just never materialized. Now to 18 and Kang Ji-sun for a closing birdie. Have it. Nice way to end the week for Kang. 72. Top 15. Here we go. 2 her championship red figures at this par putt at the bottom of the cup, and certainly take a lot of good vibes and a little bit of momentum going into KLPGA Championship next week, where she will bid to win a third KLPGA Championship crown, tying for the most all time. Broken around at 75. What if Kyung had a bigger role to play in this championship? Back down the fairway we go in Hwang Jung-mi's second up the last. Keeping that one a little left. Gonna get on? No, but alright, finishes in that front fringe. Hey, up and down from there. She'll post 6 under par, and that may be good enough for solo second. And a little bit to play for over the closing 2 holes, but it's the coronation of Kim Min-sun when we come back to Kingsdale in a couple of minutes. Stick around. for tournament leader on the 17th. Looking over that little upslope. Ball should kick right once it gets on the green. Opportunity to relax and take in the moment now, but it's not game face on for Kim Min Sun 7. Up to Hwang Jung-mi, third shot at the par 5 18. This middle saddle in the green, he collects off the back edge. Got to get some check on this. Well done. Very clumsy from the middle of the fairway for Im Jin-young. Looks like her tidy short game is going to be out of trouble again. Nice pitch there. Going to chip this one. Carry it past that bridge, you can clearly see in your screen. Take some of the guesswork out of this. Fabulous shot from Jung Yoon-ji. Just left herself that putt that we've seen pretty much everyone misread today. Can Yoon-ji see the right line? Get in the clubhouse at 6 under. Bang Shin-sil back on 17 with this birdie opportunity to move herself back to 5 under par. Frustrating with the flat stick this weekend. Bang Shin-sil able to get any sort of momentum rolling. Par solid though. Should be disappointed to put up a better fight across the weekend. Now Lee Hyun-ju bunkered with her second. Not easy, these long bunker shots. Got to keep good acceleration and aggression through the ball. That's spectacular. That is excellent. World class there for Hyun-ju. South 7. Tidying up the par. Should be a fairly straight putt, if anything, maybe just a hint of movement off the left. Going in centre cut with 10 weight. This is some performance from Sun 7. Hwang Jung-mi and her campaign at 3 under. Lovely birdie for Hwang. Good consistency there. 3 under par is where she finishes. 3 under par her weekend total. Jung-mi-ji. Start this one outside left lip, it just doesn't come back. So just dead weight on the left edge of the cup. Not going to come back from out there. Another player just high. That's going to be a really solid week. Jung Yoon-ji, great measure of pride that she's controlled her golf ball in this demanding layout this week. And the par at the moment, that's a share of second. This lady is back on the tee. 3 players left on the golf course this final round. Jin-young send us away up the last. It's at 7.
자,
17 hands on that trophy.
실례하겠습니다. 카메라 소리 안 나게 해주세요. 자,
Mighty lash from so taking up some frustrations on that poor pellet, and that is far up the left-hand side. And the closing par 5 fairway. March up towards the clubhouse, and the sun marches up towards the second title, the first as a playing profession. To complete a fabulous up and down from the greenside bunker. Hyunju joins Jung Yoon-ji at 5 under par through 72 holes. What a finish that was to her round of 68. 3 birdies in her last 4 for the Financial Group star champion.
뒤에 나무 판자 센터로 가자. 그냥 왼쪽에서 쭉 가는 게 나아.
Just an iron to lay up for Kim Min-sun's 7. That'll leave herself somewhere in that 75 to 90 meter range. Get as much spin as possible coming into this green.
차트 좀 멈춰주세요.
No laying up for Im Jin-young. She's got the heavy artillery out, but must keep this out towards the left-hand side of the green. Rather be pitching from 30 yards short than in that greenside bunker, although we did see Yu Hyun-ju find a brilliant birdie from the sand, the penultimate group. Bang Shin-sil, last to go. I think this is maybe just a long iron for Bang. Got a hybrid. High raking cut. Section of the green. I don't think it's right enough. Just on the wrong side of that slope. But still 2 big hits. Like the eagle putt to come for Bang Shin-sil.
자국이 남는 여기 끼는데 그 빨간 게 없어지는 형 배고팠어요? 빨아먹고 그래. 예전 도착하고 9시 시간 어떻게 해준대요? 이랑 봐봐.
알겠습니다.
So if she's done her sums correctly, this should just be a stock sand wedge or maybe a gat wedge into this slight headwind. It's been a terrific performance all week long. Only player in the field to post 4 subpar rounds at Kingsdale. She's led the field in most birdies. She's led the field in bogey avoidance. She would love to put the shine on this spectacular, unforgettable week at Kingsdale with one more bit of wedge wizardry here on the last. There you go. In Sun 7. Simply a class above the rest. The DUKSHINEPC Championship. This one more time. So aggressive through the ball all week. Confident. She's gotten 1 or 2 good breaks. She's taken advantage of them. Every time she was in any sort of trouble, the putter bailed her out. Created so many chances. Found the right sections of these greens. Indeed, a worthy champion. Inaugural edition of this tournament. Pitch this one, and I'll take the ENG approach, negate the severity of that ridge. See this tries to collect to the left once you go into that middle shelf. By.
덕신EPC 챔피언십 파이널 라운드 챔피언조 선수들이 지금 그린으로 입장을 하고 있습니다. 끝까지 최선을 다하는 선수들에게 큰 박수를 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다. 가장 먼저 KLPGA 투어 최종신 시원한 장타의 소유자 대방건설 김민선 선수를 소개합니다. 이어서 KLPGA 첫 승을 향해 달려가는 대방건설 임진영 선수를 소개해드리겠습니다. 마지막으로 2주 연속 우승을 노립니다. 상금 포인트 위메이드 대상 포인트 1위 KB금융그룹 강신실 선수를 소개하겠습니다.
Sills eagle putt on the way at 18, carrying just a hair too much speed. She'll be dialed in come Thursday to start the KLPGA Championship. Mark my words. Most exciting talents to come out of South Korea in the last few years. The few she's missing is a major championship on that resume. this in. It's solo second. 6 under par. If she misses it, she'll share second place with Hyunju and Chung Yun-ji. And if Bang Shin-sil rolls her putt in, it's going to be a four-way tie. So huge amount of money. And of course, KLPGA remade points as well. Riding on this putt for Jin Young. Be her first top 10 of the season, and it would be her best finish on the KLPGA Tour in her career. But again, solo second, much better than a share. Second spot, understandably, taking her time over this putt. Not to sound like a broken record, but everybody we've seen from this section has missed this putt left. Can she pick out the right line? Can she guarantee herself
살짝만 좀 심하지 않게 조금 있어 확실히.
second place outright on the 72nd hole? Absolutely can. What a putt for Im Jin Young. 66-70 on the weekend. Brilliant golfing. That's a huge way to finish. One more look here. There's a big leaderboard to the left-hand side of this green. I think she knew the importance of that putt. And deserved that finish. It's so solid throughout these 4 rounds. Now can manage a big old smile. Best finish ever on tour. Shin-sil to jump into a share of third. Looks like they'll come back from there. Deja vu. Be a little disappointed with the way that things panned out on Championship Sunday for last week's winner Bang Shin-sil. It's going to be a straight top 10 finish. Actually top 5 finish in fact for Shin-sil. Stage is clear. The moment belongs to a champion in waiting, Kim Min-sun 7. Not the quickest player on the KLPGA Tour, but my word, she turned some heads this week with her performance at Kingsdale. It's been hugely impressive. Built that lead over the course of the last couple of days. Never surrendered it once. It's to end the championship with style for a closing birdie. And a 6-shot win. A weaker first here at the inaugural DUKSHINEPC Championship. Min-sun 7, probably the first player to miss that putt right. That or not. Ultimately, the margin of victory going to be 5 shots for Kim Min-sun 7. Simply fantastic golf for Kim Min San 7. She won as an amateur in 2022. She'll win as a professional in 2025. The only player in the field with those 4 subpar rounds here at Kingsdale. 70-69 to close. And champion of the inaugural DUKSHINEPC Championship, Kim Min San 7.
여러분, 이번 대회 여왕이 가려졌습니다. 제1회 덕신EPC 챔피언십 영예 초대 챔피언 김민선 선수입니다. 여러분, 이번 대회 여왕이 가려졌습니다. 제1회 덕신EPC 챔피언십 영예 초대 챔피언 김민선 선수입니다. 첫 번째 트로피를 거머쥐게 된 김민선 선수에게 힘찬 박수를 보내주시기 바랍니다.
조심하세요.
건너면 안 돼요.
그래요?
닦고 패딩 가서. 근데 이게 카라 잘 안 보이니까.
그냥 물자 다 갖고 와. 훈아.
진영아 부를게. 433, 445, 434, 465, 243, 444.
언니 부를게요.
어.
443, 434, 435,
어.
345, 343, 445.
응. 고마워. 여기. 왜 기특하냐? 정말?
뭐 할 거야? 한동안. 저밥 싸야지.
밥.
진짜 밥 싸야지.
문진용 프로님 343670이요.
네.
김신실 프로님 343771이요.
축하해요.
김민선 프로님 343569이요.
네.
네, 수고하셨습니다.
고맙습니다. 감사합니다.
선생님 여기다 사인, 교수님가 사인하는 거.
네. 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
옷을 이거 입어야 돼.
네.
등 한번 딱. 땡. 이거 나빠봐.
너무 춥다. 아니, 왜 항상 이렇게 추울 때만.
여기서 출발해서
저 앞으로 갈 거예요.
친구들 저쪽 대기해줘.
안녕하세요. 일단은 4일 내내 너무 잘해준 저에게 고생했다고 말하고 싶고요. 아직 완전 다 믿기지는 않습니다. 감사합니다. 딱히 그런 건 잘 모르겠는데 그래도 좀 처음 쳐보는 코스들을 좀 더 과감하게 공략하는 것 같아서 그런 것 같아요. 네. 일단은 오르막 상황이었고 떨어뜨릴 공간이 많이 없었는데 좀 과감하게 퍼터가 좋아서 뒤에서 충분히 파 세이브 할 수 있다 생각하고 쳤는데 그게 잘 맞아 떨어져서 들어간 것 같습니다. 어, 16번 홀은 사실 굿샷을 쳤는데 뒤로 넘어간 상황이어서 보기를 해도 괜찮다라고 생각했는데 퍼터가 잘 돼서 파로 잘 마무리했고요. 17번 홀은 솔직히 조금 딸렸던 것 같아요. 네. 일단은 좀 그린 주변 어프로치나 샷 같은 것도 제가 좀 구질 같은 것도 해보고 싶은 걸 많이 해봤는데 지금은 좀 제가 더 믿고 칠 수 있는 것들에 더 포인트를 맞춰서 집중해서 연습했던 것 같아요. 그냥 저도 버디 할 수 있을 거라는 믿음이 있었어요. 네. 네. 일단은 첫 승을 했으니까 좀 더 노력해서 일단 2승 더 하고 대회가 아직 남았으면 조금 더 생각을 해보겠습니다. 네. 일단 저희 프로님이랑 멘탈 봐주시는 박사님께서 와주셨어요. 그 두 분께 가장 감사하다는 말씀을 드리고 싶고요. 먼 길 와준 그리고 우리 가족 여러분 다 너무 감사드리고 그리고 코스 내내 들었던 김민선 화이팅이 가장 오늘 저에게 힘이 된 말이었던 것 같습니다. 감사합니다. 일단은 지금처럼 꾸준히 열심히 하고 안주하지 않는 선수가 되는 게 제 가장 큰 목표인 것 같습니다. 네, 감사합니다. 네.
Well, it was a procession of fantastic golf from Kim Min-sun's 7 that sealed her the title for the first time in her professional career in the KLPGA Tour. But Im Jin-young early doors tried to make it as interesting as possible. That was an early birdie at the second, which moved her within 3 shots. Bang Shin-sil would also get off to the races quick. This was a birdie at the 4th. Big lead that Kim Min-sun 7 built overnight certainly helped her remain calm. This was just off the front of the green at the 5th, and it got lucky. I mean, she pitched that way too far, but it rattled in, and little did we know that that was a sign of things to come this Sunday afternoon. Because at the very same hole, Bang Shin-sil had this for a par. That was a 2-shot swing in the favor of the leader. So 4 clear once again for Min-sun 7. At the 6th, why not make it 5 clear? Timely birdie at the par 5. Into double digits under par for the first time this week. Par 3 8th. Shin-sil would try to claw her way back into this tournament. Alongside Jin-young. Back 9. This was Hong. Never finished inside the top 10 in a KLPGA Tour career. And after the perfect start, that would be a very important stretch. That was going on. Jin-young just took a step closer to that birdie on 9. Just 4 for the second birdie of the day. Hong would continue to keep the putter red hot. This from distance at the 12th. We have 5 under for the day and 4 under for the championship. Missed the green with a wedge. This was a touch of brilliance from the championship leader. Dousing any embers of hope that Im Jin-young and Bang Shin-sil might have had playing in the same group. But then came a sloppy little moment here at the par 4 12. Second shot to the back of the green. Poor first putt to here, and 3-putt bogey that would drop her back to 11 under par. The 15th, Jongwon-ji start to make a little bit of a move. She hung tough all weekend long and finally got the putter to cooperate there at the par 3. The 17th, the KB Financial Group star champion Yoo Hyun-ju walked off this hole with a little happy accident. Second shot through the back of the green, delicately played chip shot. Wasn't easy, but it found the bucket to take her up to 4 under par. Well, that was happening back at 16. Sun through the back of the green. Crafty little low running chip to here, and a nice putt to save par and preserve a 6-shot spread with 2 to play. Up on the 18th hole, a putt that had huge consequences money-wise and Wemix points-wise. Im Jin-young, a birdie on the 72nd hole, giving her solo second place. Couldn't end it in flashy fashion. Hit a beautiful wedge at this point. Kim Min-sun 7, birdie putt, just sliding low. Matter not. She'd go up, go through her full routine, and brush that one in for a closing par. A 4th straight round in red figures and a 5-shot margin of victory for her first title as a professional on the KLPGA Tour.
대회장 곳곳을 잘 봐주신 분들은 아시다시피 주최사 덕신EPC는 데크플레이트 넘버원 기업인데요. 혁신적이고 튼튼한 기술로 사람들에게 안전한 공간을 제공하고 고객과 한 약속은 늘 지키는 신뢰받는 기업 덕신EPC처럼 근위병이 든든하고 안전하게 우승자 곁을 호위하겠습니다. 자, 근위병은 덕신EPC의 데크플레이트, 우승자는 덕신EPC의 고객님을 상징하는 퍼포먼스가 되겠습니다. 자, 정말 우승한 선수를 위한 정말 특별 대우면서도 덕신EPC의 넘버원 데크플레이트 기술과 덕신EPC의 정신이 형상화된 아주 멋진 세레머니인데요. 자, 지금부터 우승자를 모셔보겠습니다. 자, 김민선 선수는 이제 레드카펫을 따라서 덕신EPC 챔피언십 여왕의 자리에 서주시길 바라겠습니다. 자, 김민선 선수가 왕자의 자리에 걸어가고 있습니다. 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 김민선 선수가 덕신EPC 챔피언십 여왕의 자리에 섰는데요. 지금부터 시상을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 우승자를 소개해드리도록 할게요. 제1회 덕신EPC 챔피언십 영예 초대 챔피언 4라운드 합계 11언더파 총 277타를 기록한 김민선 선수입니다. 다시 한번 큰 박수를 보내주시죠. 네, 자신의 생애 첫 우승을 차지한 김민선 선수인데요. 김민선 선수에게는 우승 상금 1억 8천만 원과 함께 덕신EPC가 무려 1억 8천만 원의 보너스 상금을 추가로 제공하겠습니다. 그리고 렉스틸 GT10 슈퍼싱글 매트리스가 부상으로 제공되겠는데요. 가장 먼저 KLPGA 김순희 수석 부회장님께서 우승 자켓을 수여해 주시겠습니다. 앞으로 모시겠습니다. 자, 김민선 선수 덕신EPC 챔피언십에서는 대회를 상징하는 붉은 컬러표가 수여되겠습니다. 아, 정말 여왕을 상징하는 붉은 망토인데요. 김민선 선수가 또 키도 커서 정말 잘 어울리네요. 여러분 다시 한번 박수 보내주시죠. 네, 이 붉은 망토가 너무나 잘 어울리는 김민선 선수. 초대 여왕의 자리에 올랐습니다. 네, 기념사진을 진행할게요.
네, 자, 사랑합니다. 네, 하나, 둘. 감사합니다.
승을 하게 되는데요. 네, 이렇게 붉은 컬러의 망토가 수여됐고, 다음으로 덕신EPC 유희성 대표님께서 우승 상금 1억 8천만 원을 수여해 주시겠습니다. 대표님 앞으로 모시겠습니다. 자, 김민선 선수 생애 첫 우승에서 우승 상금 1억 8천만 원이 수여됐습니다. 다시 한번 박수를 보내주시죠. 정말 꿈만 같은 하루가 될 것 같은데요. 네, 잠시 후에 소감을 또 들어보도록 하겠고요. 계속해서 덕신EPC 김명환 회장님께서 우승 트로피를 전달해 주시겠습니다. 네, 앞으로 보실게요. 회장님께서 정말 멋진 트로피를 제작해 주셨는데요. 자, 김민선 선수 받아주시죠. 네, 영광의 우승자에게 응원의 박수를 보내주시기 바랍니다. 선수와 잘 어울리는 트로피네요. 네, 기념사진 촬영이 진행됐고요. 네, 트로피가 무거워서 좀 받아두도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 여러분들도 아시다시피 이번 대회에서 정말 화제가 됐던 아주 파격적인 혜택이었죠. 앞서서 우승 상금 1억 8천만 원을 받았는데 무려 상금과 동일한 금액인 1억 8천만 원의 보너스를 덕신 EPC에서 제공을 해주셨습니다. 김민선 선수에게 지급이 되겠습니다. 네, 축하드립니다. 그러면서 무려 3억 6천만 원을 받게 되는데요. 정말 이 회장님의 골프 애정이 담긴 보너스입니다. 그러면서 메이저 대회를 뛰어넘는 금액을 받게 됐죠. 어마어마합니다. 자, 2014년부터 덕신 EPC 전국 주니어 챔피언십을 개최해보면서 김명환 회장님께서 정말 이 선수 육성에 지대한 관심을 보여주셨는데요. 올해 첫 KLPGA 대회를 준비하면서 진심 어린 응원의 마음이 이 프로 선수들에게 흘러가길 바라면서 특별히 마련해 주셨습니다. 그러면서 김민선 선수는 상금과 보너스를 통틀어서 총 3억 6천만 원 금액을 획득하셨습니다. 다시 한번 축하드리겠고요. 자, 김명환 회장님께서 바로 이어서 꽃다발도 전달해 주시죠. 정말 좋은 향기가 나는 꽃다발 김민선 선수에게 전달이 되겠습니다. 네, 정말 김민선 선수에게는 덕신 EPC 챔피언십이 뜻깊은 대회가 될 것 같은데요. 여기서도 끝이 아닙니다. 두 가지 부상 시상이 있겠는데요. 먼저 덕신 EPC 유희성 대표이사님께서 바디프렌드 에덴 로고 안마의자를 수여해 주시겠습니다. 네, 정말 또 어마어마하죠. 바디프렌드 에덴 로고 안마의자입니다. 네, 김민선 선수 이 운동하면서 이 안마의자 잘 애용할 수 있을 것 같은데요. 다시 한번 축하드리겠고요. 그리고 여기서 또 끝이 아니라 한 가지 더 부상이 있습니다. 킹스텔 골프클럽 김종혜 대표이사님께서 렉스필 GT10 슈퍼싱글 매트리스를 수여해 주시겠습니다. 아, 정말 김민선 선수 집에 약득 돌아갈 수 있겠네요. 네, 앞에 봐주시고요. 다시 한번 기념 촬영 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 이렇게 두 가지 부상 시상까지 마쳤고요. 다음으로는 사인 액자 증정식이 있겠는데요. 덕신 EPC 챔피언십의 성공적인 개최를 기념하고 대회를 위해 애써주신 주최사에 대한 감사한 마음을 담아서 김민선 선수가 참가 선수들의 사인이 담긴 액자를 덕신 EPC 김명환 회장님께 증정해 주시겠습니다. 네, 회장님 앞으로 모실게요. 선수들의 이 사인이 담긴 액자인데요. 아무래도 이렇게 멋진 대회를 개최해 주신 회장님께도 멋진 선물이 될 것 같습니다. 네, 증정이 됐고 앞에 봐주시죠. 네, 여러분 박수 보내주시기 바랍니다. 이렇게 멋진 대회를 개최해 주신 회장님께도 다시 한번 감사의 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 네, 김민선 선수 다시 한번 우승을 진심으로 축하합니다.
So many congratulations, Kim Min Sun 7, on that first professional victory here at the inaugural Dukshin EPC Championship. It's been a wonderful week from Kingsdale. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Have a wonderful weekend ahead and see you next week at the KLPGA Championship, the first major of the year at Lakewood. Until then, this is Timothy Lowe saying have a great day and bye-bye for now.
와! 와! 우리는 와! 와! 와!
오케이,